Hey there, I'm David Brown, and that is Libby Begg, and we are part of The Message.
We want to get to know you, our audience, a little bit better. So we've decided to sit down 2-on-1 and pepper you with silly and serious questions while you tell us about your favorite vice. Could be a piece of chocolate or a midday drink. It is quarantine after all.
Our first episode, we spoke with Joseph Bonnici, who's the creative director at Bensimon Byrne. And we're pretty sure that a lot of you will understand and appreciate his lockdown vice of choice.
So sit back and enjoy. This is Advice.
Hi there, my name is Joseph Bonnici, and this is my advice.
Speaking of vices, I have a video that we'll be able to see on The Message, but you and I like to share a particular vice. Tell us a little bit about what you like to be doing in your spare time these days.
I find after like 10 hours of meetings that I really need a cocktail. I love something called a Churchill, a Winston Churchill martini, and that is essentially gin, just shaken on ice, a really nice London dry, and you typically put a bit of vermouth in a gin, whether you want it dry or not very dry. But a Winston Churchill actually has zero vermouth in it. But you actually have a bottle of vermouth somewhere in the room, and you look at it as you're shaking, but you actually never use it.
Well, guys, I'm going to leave you for a second. I've got another really important meeting that I have to get to, but I will come back and maybe I'll have a drink with me. Who knows?
We're actually going to start right at the beginning, quite literally at the beginning. What were you into as a kid?
I was super quiet. I was super, super quiet. I was like, the silent kid who came to the party and didn't really say much. I'm very much an introvert. I think I was back then. I still am right now. So this, the pandemic actually hasn't really impacted my social life that much. That's the joke with my partner.
Is there a personality or a trait or a quality about yourself that you think that you look back now and think that that's who you were as a young person? That's what brought you to this industry?
I'm pretty relentless in terms of like when I set my sights on something and care about something, that's all I care about, and then once that's fixed or once that problem's solved or once it's the end, then I can kind of move on.
When you're trying to crack a problem in the agency or your brief, do you want to sit in a room with other people and shoot out ideas and throw things on the wall, or you want to sit alone and just sort of ruminate and figure it out on your own?
I've had to kind of learn to actually create a different version of myself for advertising because, you're constantly presenting your ideas and being a total introvert actually doesn't work in this industry. I think you have to be social.
Have you given much thought to how the industry might change coming out of this, what we're in right now, lockdown and quarantine and a terrible disease?
I haven't given much thought to it because I don't think you can think about what this is going to be like in a year because I think it changes every 2 weeks. I think it's a really rare collective experience that the world is having right now.
Is there a trend in the industry that you would love to see more of, or a trend in the industry that you would like to see less of?
I think the trend I would love to see more of, and this is whether it's a pandemic or not, is just a return to try to make people laugh in this business with what we do, and at the same time connect with the product or brands that we're trying to make a connection with. My next goal is just to create the next hilarious campaign that people love and talk about and makes them laugh and makes them forget about stuff for a while and gets them talking.
Joseph, do you feel ready? I am not really a journalist, as David likes to sort of regularly remind me, but do you feel ready to answer my questions?
100%. You can fire them away.
First question, very important. Hash browns or French fries?
Oh, French fries, like 100%.
What would be your dream car?
I don't have a dream car because I don't have a license. I have never sat behind a steering wheel in my entire life.
Would you rather be able to fly or make yourself invisible? But the catch is you can't actually control when those things happen.
Definitely fly.
Okay.
I don't really see the advantages of being invisible other than snooping on people.
It'd be creepy.
It's super creepy. Yeah, I think being invisible is like super creepy, but flying, there's nothing creepy about flying.
Now, if you were to go to an amusement park, would you be more excited about the food or the rides?
The rides, for sure.
Last question.
Yeah.
What is a compliment that you'd most like to receive?
A great compliment would be if people know me as a nice person to work with, a friend, confidant, whatever interaction I have with them, is that I'm always kind of kind to them. That to me would be the highest compliment.
Thank you so much for doing this with us. And
You're welcome.
we really appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.